that garage. Well, the remodel has almost killed me. That's the honest truth about that. This thing has driven me insane since January, and I'm working on it. I'm gonna have some videos about that, where we're at, what's going on. However, today we're gonna be talking about my Ford Ranger. Bought this truck brand spanking new in 2001, and it has been an excellent vehicle. Now everything works on it pretty much. It does squeak a lot. You can hear that. When you go through a parking lot, it'll make all kinds of noise, but you know what? It still drives pretty tight. Engine runs great. It's a 3.0. Let's take a look at it, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do today with it. I'm getting hot. This is my poor old 2001 Ford Ranger, and it's been a service truck for me. And you know what? This has been one of the best vehicles I ever bought. Now that door came off an older model, about a year or two in. One of my guys was driving through a parking lot and somebody backed into me, so I just threw another used door on it and went on down the road. It's got a topper on it. It's been retired for a while. When it was a backup truck, one of my guys was driving it, and a guy was going to a thrift store, and he started backing up in the middle of the road and came up and backed into the front corner of the truck. I got about $3 grand for it, but I haven't fixed it. So that's going to be one of the things we're going to be working on later, is fixing this bodywork on this old truck. Believe it or not, this truck has 385,000 miles on it, and it still runs good. Unbelievable. Now, everything's a little sketchy as far as like the radio and the lights on the dash, so I'm going to be trying to do a little bit of maintenance on it. One other thing that concerns me is there's no air conditioning in this thing. The compressor works and comes on, but there is no blower. So we're going to diagnose a no blower on your Ford Ranger of what that stinking thing could be and the problems with it. Now on the Rangers, the compressor works great. It gets good and cold, but it just cycles on and off because guess what? There's no cooling. Here's the fan. Underneath that is the relay. Underneath that is the blower resistor. And then over there, in that box over there, is the relay for the blower motors. I think it's those two. Anyway, we're going to figure out if we're getting power to the fan, what's going on. Using our brains, we're going to figure out the electrical issues with this Ranger so we can drive around in comfort. If you're doing any kind of electrical troubleshooting, diagnostic, the best tool to get is a Power Probe. I've got a link down below if you want to look at buying one on Amazon. This is a Power Probe 3. I have a Power Probe 4. Either one of them works great for like simple stuff. The Power Probe 4 will do some extra stuff that you may not even use. So the 3 for electrical diagnosis of just 12 volt, does it have it or not? These are great. So I'm going to hook it up and we're going to see what we got. Cool thing about Power Probes is that it has audio and visual. That means that it's ground, and that'll give me my voltage, 12.3. The first thing we're going to do is fire it up and see if we're getting any power at the fan or the relays. The compressor's running. This is good and cold, but there's no air blowing across it, so it's going to go up high and then it's going to kick back off. You can hear it clicking in and out because there's nothing pulling the cold air out of the system. I've got 14 volts at the fan and nothing's happening, so I'm guessing it's the fan. Let's go ahead and get the new fan out and see what's going on. So I bought a new fan and I bought a ballast resistor. This is the ballast resistor that goes to this. What happens if the ballast resistor goes out, you ask? Well, the fan will only blow on high. So we're going to take this out. Basically, you just got your bolts right here. 1, 2, 3, I think there's 4. And we're going to take that baby out and test the new one. There was 4 5/16 inch bolts. I think I can slide it out here without moving this. I don't know. I'm going to try. Nah, I've got to take the bolts out of here of my reservoirs. Alright, I had to take out the air box, which was a pain in the butt for sure. But now I can take this last bolt out and move it out of the way. Awesome. Now that we got the bolt out, this will come right on out. Let's pull it out, and it's a replacement one. You can see made in China. Ooh, awesome. What a great piece of equipment this is. You're going to want to take your hose off and reuse it on the new one. Your drain hose. There. And while we're in here, there's our ballast resistor right here. We'll go ahead and replace it since we're already this far into it. I'll put the new ballast resistor in too. Randy's here! Hey, what did we do last night?
Go Preds!
Yeah.
We roasted some duck under tooled leather.
Duck under tooled leather. I don't understand. Anyway,
Yeah,
we watched the Predators game. He's trying to get all crazy-fied with this thing. I don't understand. We had a good time watching the game, drinking some beer. It was awesome. Preds going to the Stanley Cup. Woo! Go Predators.
Bring the Stanley Cup home.
He's trying to get too close, man. He's like one of those close talkers, you know?
About time you're doing some videos,
Yeah,
slacker.
I know, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
All right, back to the truck.
Yeah.
Here's a moment of truth. Turned it on. It works like a champ. Plugged everything in. Ballast resistor. Now we can put this back on, put the air box back on. See if we have different speeds. So the ballast resistor is working well. Awesome. Awesome, so that was a pretty simple repair. Once we took the power probe, tested the blower, knew it got power, put a new blower and a new resistor module in it, works like a champ. What I would say is that if you get no power to the blower, then it could be your resistor, or it could be a fuse, or it could be your relays in the back there. You can swap relays over to see if your blower comes on, or check all your fuses. But usually it's going to be your blower or your resistor that goes bad on these Fords. Now I'm in air-conditioned comfort. We'll have a few more videos on doing some body work on this thing, trying to get it straightened back out. And I'm going to show you the remodel. What a soul-sucking experience that has been. Believe you me. Haven't even had time to do anything but try to get the house where we can live in this stupid thing. So that's going to be some interesting videos. And I'm going to be putting a rough country replacement soft top on my Jeep TJ for the summer, and I'm really excited about that. So keep tuned. We'll have some more videos coming up very shortly. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.